things might go downhill for you from that point forward. Maybe you could use the 10 grand.
Yeah.
If they were giving it. Apple's updated personal safety user guide addresses AirTag stalking problem. Double stalker stories today, Jack. I think Will knew you were coming on.
Yeah. You know me too well.
It's a reoccurring theme.
I never have too many stalkers.
Yeah. Well, the stalker stuff with the AirTags has been widely publicized, including one of the first stories I heard, which was here, right around the corner from us, where there was criminals
trying to steal expensive cars
who were hiding these AirTags on expensive cars, a couple of trucks inside the hitch receiver, just finding places to put these things for stealing at a later time. And I don't know if Apple had planned to release the anti-stalker app for Android at the time, but it certainly expedited or appears to have expedited the process.
Right.
Because up until that point, the only way to tell if you were carrying someone else's AirTag easily was if you were on another iOS device, in which case it would warn you that that's what was going on.
After 8 hours?
That sounds about right. It had to be an unusual amount of time to be exposed to someone else's AirTag. I don't remember the specifics. It might say in here. But the key was that, all these people that have Android devices would never have an idea. And even now, it's an app that you have to download in order to protect yourself, which not everyone's going to do that. But go back to the TechCrunch article. After a number of stories in recent weeks highlighted how Apple's AirTags are being used for stalking purposes, by the way, everyone was thinking that the potential existed for this when it happened.
For sure.
When the product was released. And there might be no way to completely kill it, but just ways to slightly modify it or try to help it out. The company has today updated its existence. Imagine the stalker lady from the first story actually
that's what I was thinking.
Used the AirTag against him himself.
You think about that, Cook?
Easy.
I mean, it very well be
Anyway, it tells you now what Apple tells you what to do in the event that you find an unknown AirTag in your presence. The guide specifically explains what the AirTag alerts mean and what to do if you find an AirTag or other Find My Network accessory following them. The guide itself isn't new, but I guess they've updated the manual. In the case of an AirTag, it's not always a partner abuse situation, which, God, man, that's so creepy to think about. Because that's the number one type of misuse that's going to go on with that is the type of guy who would be jealous, paranoid about it, about where did you go? Hey, where were you? Like to the girlfriend or wife or whatever, and then plants the AirTag and tracks and go, what is this?
Yeah.
Do you know the type? You know the scenario?
You're describing me right now.
Yeah, the picture I'm painting here.
Yeah.
And Apple doesn't want that.
No.
Apple's like, hey, this is a bad look for us.
Or just putting an AirTag in your kid's backpack or something.
That I could see usefulness.
Depending on the age of the kid.
I was
if
thinking
it's like
more
a
like
teenager, it starts to get a little privacy.
They would know about it. I would say, hey, take this with you.
Are you being a dad right now?
I'm planning on doing that.
You are a dad right now.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I'd say, hey, put this in your backpack and forget it's there. And if anything ever happens, I know where you are.
Yeah. I think my mindset was they don't know about it. And then you just put it in there.
Well, I think
that's a little much.
That's the position of the article, right? It says stalking. So I think there are a lot of parents using it in a non-stalking way.
Yeah.
It's not stalking if they're aware of it. But in an abusive scenario, it could be. An abusive scenario, it could be like, you're going to have this on you at all times.
Right.
And the person's like, okay. So it gets really, with the tracking, it gets really...
And they could get clever about it too, like leaving it at a friend's house and then going off somewhere.
I feel like we're making futuristic movies or Black Mirror episodes. I don't know what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's going to continue to be a sticky subject. And Apple's going to have to navigate that sticky.